Welcome back. In the last episode with the first workflow, there are multiple workflows and quizzes in this. That's why it's going to be a longer video than the first one. Last video we checked about the first workflow, extracting data, merging it and updating it in the Airtable. This was the workflow. This workflow, we are going to generate some reports, but it's not as simple as just creating one workflow. There are like 2-3 workflows. And we are going to look into it. We're going to get the data from a database like we did in level 1 and then merge it. So let's see what they want us to do. We are done with this workflow, the merging data workflow. We came and we solved the quiz. Let's go to workflow 2. This is the workflow we are going to create, but we're going to do it step by step. So let's get started. The first one is they are not given the workflow this time, they're smart. So we're going to create it. This is part 1, so getting data from different sources. Let's create, this is 5.2.part1, 5.2.1. This was the last workflow. We're going to create workflow. I'm going to name it chapter 5.2.1. Part 1 is like 1. Getting data from there. Perfect. First thing which we'll need is trigger manually. This is my first trigger. What else do we need? We need alright, HTTP request method get. So we need a HTTP node. HTTP request node. URL, we will need it from the email dataset URL. Copy paste this URL. Authentication is generic, header authentication maybe. Send headers. Yeah, let's see what it is saying. The dataset URL. Authentication generic credential type, header auth, generic credential type. I'm going to choose header auth. Perfect. And we're going to send the header parameters, unique ID and the values. So the way we are going to do it's now, this step is very important. This unique ID, we need the data from here. Without this, you won't be able to access it. Do not copy mine. I don't want the certification again. It won't help you. So header auth, unique ID, and a unique ID should be here, I think so. And this will be unique underscore ID. Execute the step. As long as everything is good, you should get the data over here. Perfect. With that done, what is the next step? The next step is getting the data from the Airtable, from the customers table where we updated this. So let's get Airtable. Now we don't want to add it over here, so we're just going to select this. Airtable, search records. We're going to get the base. We are going to get the customers table. Perfect. And I hope yes, over here is correct. We got the 10 records. If you see it in the table, these were the 2 columns that we updated last time, region and sub-region, right? Perfecto. This is what we got. What else? That's it. Now use the Airtable node. Use the merge node. Customer ID. Okay, so we need to add a merge node. Let me see something. If I select both and then click this, does it do anything? Like, nah. I want to see if the merge node connects both of them. Never tried that. Does it? Hell no. It's not that smart yet, but it will be. So we have to combine the data fields to match or execute customer ID and customer ID. So this time we did not want to use this because both the field names are pretty much the same. So we're going to do customer ID and we're going to do execute. So in the last node, if you remember, we did the fields don't match, but in this case, because customer ID is customer ID, these two fields are equal, almost exactly the same. We can use that. That's how we got the data. We're getting 29 items. And what else do we need? Use the sort node data. Sort node is nothing but sorting the data ascending or descending, as simple as that. We need order price in descending order. So let's go over here. We're going to look for sort node, search, and by the way, it will also be in the data transformation node. Sort, most probably. If it's not there, yeah, sort. It's pretty straightforward. So let's add. We are going to sort on what? Processing. What did it say? Processing. Order price. Order price. So we're going to sample, add the field to sort, order price, ascending or descending, execute, boom. So if you see the price 192, 191, so if you do it ascending, it will come in the ascending order from lower to higher, but right now we want descending. Good, boom, this thing is done. What's next? 3 quiz questions. What are the quiz questions? Let's go back. I'm going to add a sticky note. You can add a sticky note from here as well, but I just press Shift S. It's the same thing. Quiz 2 or whatever, doesn't matter. You can name it whatever you want. These are the questions. Boom. I like green for quizzes because we always want it to be green. What is the name of the employee assigned to customer 1? Name of the employee assigned to customer 1. Is it Mario? Yeah. So customer ID 1, employee name is Mario. Well, I suppose if I'm wrong, kill me. What's the order status of customer 2? Customer 2's order status is booked. Customer 2's order status is booked. What is the highest order price? And this is the highest order price, 192.3. n8n, if you are listening or watching this, this should also be a part of test or quiz. Why not, right? More quests, more quizzes gives confidence. It helps. So that's it. And with that said, we are done with our first workflow. Let's jump into the second workflow.